Yep, Atlantica. Now we're in Atlantica.
Oh, right.
And
Oh.
I'm okay. This Atlantica isn't bad. The one that I have umbrage with is the one in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Is that
For
the one where
numerous
the
reasons.
dad is such a terrible dick? I think he's in both, but...
That's all. That's all of the Little Mermaid levels.
Yeah.
All media ever. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is bad for a number of reasons, but we'll get to if and when we ever do Kingdom Hearts 2 primer.
Actually, I know exactly what you're talking about, but do you want to save it?
It's not just the musical. There's
Oh.
more than that, okay? That's a problem, but it's more than that.
Okay, I thought it was just a musical.
Don't leave me behind.
I like how Goofy's turtle. Pretty cute.
Yeah.
Oh, relax, Sebastian.
Donald uses magic to disguise them up, and that's the explanation.
Oh.
No. There's something weird about them.
My mouth doesn't move when I talk.
What do you mean?
Yep. I'm a fish.
They do seem
I flip like a turtle.
a little different. Where are you from?
We're from
Uh,
kind of
The
far
Pacific?
away, and we're not really used to these waters.
No.
Just laugh more.
Why do people lie so terribly in fiction?
Show you how we swim around
Yeah, it's like they... It's weird that it's like they have to make it so obvious. Like,
It's
we know
like
they're
they
lying.
don't think we. It's like they think that we don't know,
Yeah.
and we do.
I mean, we know just because we've played the game up to this point. You know, like, quote-unquote, we have played the game.
Yeah.
Like, we know they're lying.
Yeah. Heartless here.
Class is over. Good luck.
I like how they're just to be like, you
So
deal with
they-
it.
So that was basically. Yeah, they just skipped us learning how to swim. I say us, even though we're not playing.
Yeah, they skipped us.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a swimming tutorial that the editor skipped. To be fair,
Graciously.
why not?
Because otherwise this video would be like 10 hours long.
Exactly. This video was exactly long enough. I don't know why they're so impressed with the save point being there. Because we've seen save points before.
I know. I just like being continually shocked by everything I see. That's just how I live my life.
Yeah. It's like that gasp that Lara Croft makes when she opens the treasure chest and sees something nondescript.
Nondescript gold items.
Yes. The trident markers point the direction to the palace, so you don't get lost.
Because it's the fucking ocean.
Yep. I am Poseidon, I mean Triton, king of the seas.
Oh no, fish heartless! Oh my god, Ariel actually didn't attack. Holy shit. Somebody call the cops.
Ariel's actually kind of kicks ass in this segment, like no joke.
Well, she at least does stuff, so there's a bonus.
She even has Cure that she can use.
She's already better than everyone else.
Yep. Actually, the guest characters you get in each world are usually really good.
Huh.
Or at least better than your companions.
That was too
Oh,
close.
shit.
Goofy.
As long as I have my trident, I will
In
not
case you don't know,
harm
he's a
those
massive
creatures
dick.
inside this palace.
As long as you have your trident, you
He
say.
may be a well-meaning massive dick, but he's still a massive dick, and that doesn't matter.
Strange creatures lurk outside.
What? Talking about us?
Behold, you sweep before the ruler of the seas. His Majesty
Neptune!
Triton.
Wait.
And
You mean Poseidon?
No, Neptune.
Just fight off those creatures.
They
Aquaman.
There we go.
We're from an ocean very far away.
Aquaman and his suave golden mullet.
The what?
Goofy, why do you say these things out of context?
No such
This
thing.
is fucking
Certainly not
goofy.
here.
But Daddy,
There is no such thing as a keyhole here.
Never.
You are not to leave the palace. Is
So the
that
reason he's a
clear?
dick is because he heard a story about a Keyblade wielder who's a massive prick and destroys everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fortunately, we're not Riku, so we're not going to do that.
Perhaps I'm being too strict.
Yes.
I'm just
Yes, you are.
concerned for her safety.
I get it. You're still being too strict.
Of course, Brandon.
Sebastian the Sycophant. Don't you love yes men?
Oh, my favorite.
Well, he has the best ending in New Vegas, so...
I never finished New Vegas, so I'll take your word for it.
I knew it. That sea witch is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Hey, Sam, we just learned that Ursula is evil.
What?
And I told you.
With a name like Ursula.
Ursula is evil.
Such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
To be fair, if my king has such a fucking temper as that guy, I'd probably be a yes man too.
True.
God damn, he will go off on like a tangent without any reason whatsoever.
Oh,
So this is
camera.
you playing with a dolphin to become its friend.
That's how you play with dolphins, right? You just grab them.
Exactly. Ugh. Yeah, this plot is only okay. It's not particularly great. They're just making it so that instead of seeing seeing the surface, Ariel wants to see other worlds.
Of course.
That's how they changed it to fit in Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, that's the only way they could do it, so I'm not going to fault them for it.
Yeah. Ariel, I got some bad news.
You know, that's not strange to Sora, since that's... And Sora's like, you know, I started this whole thing wanting to go to other worlds, so I kind of understand what she's going through.
And look where it got me. One of my friends hates me, the other one's probably dead. So, lesson learned. Don't.
On the other hand, I got this awesome weapon and a cool-ass shit. So, like, fuck those guys, I
So
guess.
fuck my friends. Oh wait, Riku was right. Damn it. Riku was right. The Kingdom Hearts story.
The Kingdom Hearts fanfiction.
Yeah. I bet someone's written that. Where they, like, morphed the story to make Riku the right one.
Yeah.
But the girl couldn't prove useful, and I've got the heartless pimp on my side.
Again, I do like that they just retool these Disney characters and plots to work
Your days
in their fiction,
Yeah.
instead of just copying them off the movie. It makes this game so much more palatable and interesting.
Oh no!
Fun fact, you can be right there. That shark cannot hurt you at all. You can be right in front of it, you can be clipping through it, and it still won't hurt you.
That's pretty great. Video games, man.
So that looks like a trident. Does that shape remind you of something? Does it remind you of a trident?
It's called the Crystal Trident, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh no! Fish are friends, not food.
Also a Disney movie.
Was that Disney?
Yeah, Finding Nemo was Disney.
Oh man.
Well, Pixar, but they're effectively the same thing nowadays.
True.
This is actually a pretty hard fight. Like, not even kidding.
I searched for Finding Nemo and it brought up Finding Dory. Thanks, Google.
Yeah, that's the new one that's coming out.
Yeah. Not what I searched, though. The asshole Google.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
So we're gonna put this trident in that trident-shaped slot in Ariel's grotto.
Uh-huh. Well, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna work? I don't know.
So, fun fact, if King Trident hadn't flipped shit right now, this plot would be over.
That's a good thought.
This plot would be over because we would seal the keyhole at this point, because that's what that trident does, is reveal the keyhole.
Great.
So if he hadn't flipped shit right here, this whole story would be over right now.
Instead, we got another...
Trident making his kingdom worse with every passing moment.
Young man, you are not from another ocean.
Instead, we have another,
From another
like,
world.
15 minutes or so.
I do appreciate that he's not stupid enough to fall for the obvious lie that we aren't, that we're from the ocean.
You
Yeah.
may fool Ariel, but you can't fool me. You don't know your
I'm
God
older,
from
therefore
your
wiser.
tail.
Yeah.
As the key bearer, you must already know.
How didn't he know to call it a dorsal
must
fin?
not meddle
I don't
in
know.
the affairs of other worlds.
Of course I know that, but
You have
Well, we've already
violated
meddled in
his
so many
principle.
worlds that what's the point in at this point?
To be fair, he makes a very good point. We aren't supposed to be meddling in other worlds, but we are doing it pretty liberally.
I thank you
Meddling in
for
everyone's
saving
world.
my daughter. But there is no room in my ocean for you or your key.
I love that the Keyblade magically pops into his hands during that cutscene. And you see it pop into his hands.
Video games.
I love video games.
Where would be without them?
The poor child suffers such deep sorrow.
So, I don't know how these guys are as persuasive as they are, because they look evil.
Pretty evil.
Maybe she can be of some help. Yes, maybe she can be of some help to you.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, she would surely.
And why do you look evil?
Please explain your evilness to me.
Person I can help.
Fun fact, Ursula is based on a real-life drag queen.
You're
Really?
Ursula. Well, I was just
Yes.
wondering if...
Huh.
It's all right.
That's pretty cool.
Helping others is what I
Yeah,
live
it's
for.
research time.
It's cool until you realize that she's the villain.
Other worlds.
Yeah.
That
There's
shouldn't
that.
be too hard. After all, your new friends came from another world,
What?
but they had special help.
Based on the drag queen Divine, who I've actually heard of.
No,
Yes.
chill
Cool.
out, sweetie.
I mean, bummer that she's the villain.
I
but
love
cool.
that Ursula just tells Ariel flat out that Sora and Co. are from another world,
Careful.
and that key is what helped them do it. Even though technically it's the ship, but whatever, the point still stands.
Somewhere in the palace. Now, my dear, if you can take me there without your daddy knowing,
Look at that smile.
I can help you get to these other worlds. you
So
know.
why does King Triton just leave his trident lying around?
You think he'd have some kind of trident case?
Like you'd think something that powerful should never leave his hand, ever.
I didn't want this!
Or you think he would keep it behind like
Or you'd think,
two royal
or you
guards
think
and a
if he
lock
like
and
the
key?
Keyblade, he,
Daddy's orders.
or if it's like the Keyblade, just keep it in fucking hammer space.
Really
Hammer space.
time for a little journey to the dark world of the heartless. We cannot find the keyhole. The keyhole is not here. What? Why, we have company. I'm afraid you're a little late, handsome.
So in the original script for this game, like before it became what it is now, the Heartless were originally people
The trident.
from a world that didn't have magic and was starving.
Come on, let's go.
So
Okay.
they were taking resources from the Disney worlds to survive.
Wait. I'm going with
They tried to make them seem much
My
more,
father is hurt and it's all my fault.
more gray morality
I have to
sort of deal.
So then they became, yeah, then I guess that became a little more morally ambiguous for Disney's liking. I guess.
I wonder if that was because of Disney. Like, that strikes me.
I
as-
wonder.
That strikes me as something that Disney would not be cool with. Because
I'm not saying Disney did it because I don't know. It could be Nomura saying, "Man, that's kind of dark, don't you think?"
Yeah, but I mean, Final Fantasy, I feel like has at least touched on stuff like that before. I don't know if before
Yeah.
this, but
I don't know if Nomura will going to do that in a Disney collaboration though.
yeah, maybe it wasn't so much Disney said no. So
Like
much
it's
as
one
when they
thing to do
got
it in your own
Disney
Final
with-
Fantasy game. It's
Yeah.
different.
Maybe they thought it was a marketable or really great
It's
idea.
one thing to do it in your own. It's one thing to do it in your Final Fantasy game. It's another thing to do it when you're working with Disney, who are known for not having that kind of ambiguity in their morality.
Yeah, your stuff is very much good and evil. Very black and white about it.
Yeah. True love's first kiss, that kind of thing.
Yeah, French charming, happily ever after.
I love when you can't finish off an enemy because he's still in the middle of an animation.
It's my favorite part of video games.
Yeah. You can't win because it's not your turn yet, and you're not getting a turn. So the reason we couldn't enter this is because we didn't have Sebastian with us to go in that crack and press that switch.
Oh, thanks, man.
I do like that. I do like this version of Under the Sea for the as background music.
Quite good.
Yeah. I also like that, like, not just the bosses, but also a lot of the enemy Heartless also got a recoloring, and what they did with the Ghost Heartless, it looks a lot better than it did in the original release. That's because they decided to add more color and saturation, which is just so much better looking. Especially with the colorful worlds that you go into on a regular basis.
She looked me.
Be scared of the angry drag queen.
We're angry. Alright, so what's the
So
gimmick
the
with this
secret to
one?
beating this is that Ursula will take almost no damage from frontal attacks, and that to beat her you need to use her cauldron against her by shooting it with magic.
You just keep the gimmicks coming.
That does a lot of damage to her, knocks her out, and makes her extremely vulnerable.
Huh.
And if you do it enough times, it's actually an instant kill.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Again, every boss in this game has some sort of gimmick that makes it fairly unique. And no, that's aside from this being an underwater boss.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man.
She also has her cronies around that will... They're essentially there to provide you a way to attack and get MP. To use magic on the cauldron. But they're also there to, you know, be another threat that you have to deal with.
Yeah, they're ads.
Yeah, they're ads.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
See how just doing that killed her?
Jeez.
You didn't have to attack her after that?
You'll pay for this.
And so you get the ability to swim against currents
Finally.
for the final boss.
Fools! I rule the seas now.
It's not untrue, currently.
And this might be one of the few bosses that doesn't have any gimmicks. It's actually fairly straightforward.
The sea and all its spoils.
Well, then fuck it. 2 out of 10.
This isn't Dark Souls? This is the Dark Souls that you wanted it to be?
This is the Dark Souls of Kingdom Hearts right here.
The Dark Souls of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, God. What a thought.
So since those lightning strikes will happen throughout the entire fight, so you gotta keep moving.
Jesus.
I don't know if you want to call that a gimmick for this fight, but that's like one of the things you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Aside the fact that she's just giant and all of her attacks kind of reflect how big she's gotten. That bite attack is fucking obnoxious.
I also feel like the lightning seems a little hard to dodge because your depth perception seems a little bit off in three-dimensional space.
Especially since you're taking advantage of all three dimensions when you're swimming.
Yeah. Oh, don't get eaten.
Mercifully, that bite stops the lightning from happening because you had to swim away from the current, which can't keep you in a standing position. So if they had the lightning during that attack, it would just be too much. You'd be guaranteed to get hit.
Jeez.
As a kid, I couldn't really figure out how to do this fight well, so I just kind of kept swimming and let my party take care of her. And then when she was down to 1 HP, I would just swim up and finish her.
What a tactic.
Because your party doesn't die, they get knocked out and then come back to life. Disney death, Disney death, Disney death, Disney death, Disney death.
Yeah.
And now we have the trident back. And curiously enough, King Trident seems to have one of Ansem's reports.
You don't say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the crystal. Why'd you break it? The keyhole is dangerous. It has all the light in the world, so you can't go in it and be holy and shit. How fitting is it that the keyhole is in Ariel's Dorado? Not that fitting at all, it actually doesn't matter. I don't know if there's any sort of message they were trying to convey by putting it in her grotto, but if it is, that they went beyond, it went past right past
lost.
me. Yeah, well, completely lost on me.
Don't worry, Brandon. Completely lost on me is going to be 9% of what I'll say after this game.
Oh, how true.
Just can't wait till it gets
Lost on Me can describe 90% of the whole series plot to most people.
Just can't wait till we get to the later games, and it's like, Brandon, what's going on? And you just explain it, like, no, I don't get it still.
I will try to explain to the best of my abilities. I can't guarantee you'll understand it, but I will explain it.
It's gonna be hilarious, that's all I know.
I'm sure it will. I can't wait to hear what, like, all the other guys are going to have to say about this LP. Or not LP. LP is too strong a word for what we're doing. We're watching someone else play through Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, this series, I guess.
This series. This movie-watching series about video games.
Yeah. This primer of sorts.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
We hope that we're finished by Kingdom Hearts 3 release.
Well,
which gives us until and that gives us until Half-Life 3 comes out before we had to finish this series.
We got about 7 years, right?
Oh, about that. Sorry.
I'd go even maybe 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be another decade.
Nomura might be dead by the time this fucking series ends.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3.
And by this series, I mean the Kingdom Hearts series, not our series. We'll be done by then.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Kingdom Hearts 3, coincidentally, is coming out on the same day as Last Guardian. Who would have guessed?
Well, if you find it,
What, December 31st, the end of this year?
Yeah, and then next year it's going to be December 31st, the end of the year.